What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Pawmot deck. It's been a while since I've seen anybody using Pawmot, and I thought now would be a fun time too, since we have this Eelektrik back, or Dynamotor back. Pawmots, both of them are actually pretty good. This one came out in Obsidian Flames, which was a long time ago, and this one came out in the Scarlet and Violet base set, I believe, which was the very first Scarlet and Violet set. And we're going to be playing both of them, and both work pretty well with Eelektrik. If you haven't seen Pawmot EX, first attack Zap Kick for a lightning does 60, not terrible. Then it has 11 strike for 2 lightning. Discard 2 lightning energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 220 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And obviously don't apply weakness and resistance for bench dudes. But you're able to just snipe Fez or snipe non-Terra Pokemon basics and knock them out. Fez, Latias, Squawkabilly, Mew, all of those. And then obviously if it's in the, you can hit whatever's in the active spot. So it's not like you only can hit the bench. You're 2-hit KOing like everything. And yeah, it's a pretty cool attack, just being able to do 220 anywhere. And unfortunately you have to discard the 2 energy, but you'll notice we have free retreat. We are weak to fighting, which isn't great. And I mean, if we're against a fighting deck, but then we have 300 HP, which isn't terrible. But the free retreat and the discard 2 is not too big of a deal, again, because we have the Eelektrik. Dynamotor lets you, once during your turn, attach a basic lightning energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. And then we also have the single prize Pawmot. And this guy is pretty sick because we also have the new Brave Bengal that boosts the damage of non-EX Pokemon or guys without rule boxes to opponents' Pokemon EXs. So this guy does Electropause for 3 energies, 2 lightning and colors. It is 230 and it'll do 260. One shot in gold and go with the Brave Bengal. Again, you have to discard all the energies, but we have the Eelektrik. This guy also has free retreat. It also has its own ability, Electrogenesis. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a basic lightning card and attach it to this Pokemon. So it's basically like it has 2. It basically has an attack cost of 2 because it can get rid of one of them or attach one of them itself. Then we have the Eelektrik again to power it back up if we discard all the energies, or to power it up to begin with. And the free retreat lets us just pivot between Pawmots. We're weak to fighting again, we got 130 HP. I really wanted to find an Eelektrik deck to use this Eelektrik in, or a lightning deck to use this Eelektrik in, that wasn't just the normal Iron Hands shenanigans that you can do, which is probably the best way to use it if you're going to use it at all. But I thought it worked pretty well with the Pawmot, and it was kind of a fun deck, and a deck that has been a long time since I've looked at it. And it's actually I believe it was the first deck that my lady had made on TCG Live when we got back into it from taking a break after Pokemon TCG Online went down and whatnot. So pretty excited to try it out myself. I'll throw up the full deck list on the screen so you can see it, and we'll go over the numbers real quick and then we'll hop into the games. We do also have electric generators in here for some additional energy acceleration, and I was honestly on the fence whether we needed them or not, but I think it's worth it just because our electrics can get knocked out on the bench, and then without them we don't have the additional energy acceleration to be able to attack with Pawmot or Pawmot EX. And also Zekrom EX is a great attacker, I still think, in this deck, is like to close out the game and just knock out anything after our Pawmots got knocked out or whatever. And Generator can get you that extra energy, so you can attach Generator and then Eelektrik if you only have one Eelektrik on the board. Besides for that, is pretty straightforward. We also have Levincia in here for a Stadium, which is nice, just to be able to get the energies back that you have to discard off of both of Pawmot's attacks. And yeah, let's go over the numbers and then we'll get into the game. So going from left to right, I have Shaymin. I don't know if you should or shouldn't have this, but just to protect our Electriks against Wellspring Ogerpon decks, I thought it'd be nice to include, and it's been all right. I benched it versus Gardevoir for Screamtail too. I don't know if you really need to, but did that. And then we have Miraidon EX. I think this card's just worth running because it frees up a bunch of space. So we don't have to run like Poffins. We can just run more Ultra Balls, a couple Nest Balls. We just have to find this guy, who then finds us our Pawmis and Tynamos. We have 2 of it, so we have access to it. And then you can just continue to get out basic lightning Pokemon every turn, so you don't even need all of those ball cards, or as much of them, of the Pokemon search cards, I should say. And we could attack with it. Then we have a 3-2-3 line for the Pawmi, Pawmot, and Pawmots. There isn't a 70 HP Pawmi. There is a 60 HP one, so we're using it. The attacks aren't great. Then we got the Pawmo here. I think there's another Pawmo. This guy seemed to have better attacks. I've not attacked with it. Electro Bullet, I guess it could come up. And then we have the 1 Pawmot and then 2 Pawmot EX. I think this guy's better into some things, but in overall, this guy's just more versatile, being able to attack whatever. But this guy hitting for 230 can make a big difference, because 230 knocks out Iron Hands, 220 doesn't. 230 knocks out Ho-Oh, I think, or you know, those Pokemon at 230 or higher. And then obviously with the Bangle, we can hit for 260, so it could knock out, you know, 220 HP EXs with the Bravery Charms attached, whereas this guy wouldn't. But we can just snipe around him at the same time, so that's why you have just 1 and 2. Then we have the 2 Tynamo and then 2 Electric. This guy's got free retreat, which is really nice early in the game. We have a bunch of free retreaters, which is very relevant to be able to pivot. Then 2 Electric. Then we got the 1 Zekrom and then the 1 Fezandipiti for draw. Then onto the trainers, we have 1 of each of the gusting cards, and as you can see, our A spec is Prime Catcher. We have 1 boss, 1 counter catcher, and then the 1 Prime Catcher. You could go with Secret Box, you could go with a bunch of different things, I think, but I've liked the Prime Catcher because then we could do some things where we pivot our guy out of the active, bring somebody in who our opponent isn't going to attack with, and then we can power up our Pawmot again and then just start sniping things on their board while leaving something in the active that they don't want. Or just be able to switch our guy out. You know, our Electric has a 2 retreat cost, which can be annoying. It's just, Prime Catcher is very good, so going with it, it's been all right. And then Counter Catcher and Boss for some other gusts. We have variety, and when we go behind, Counter Catcher's live. We have 4 Arvens. Then we have the 4 generators, 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Nest Balls, been fine. I did have 3 of this, but I was finding like I just drawing into it, I don't even need it. So maybe you could go with like, honestly, maybe another one of these or another research I was wanting, but it's hard to fit everything since we are a stage 2 deck and whatnot. Then we have the 1 Night Stretcher, 1 Super Rod for recovery. I do like having both of these, being able to put back energies for Generator or Pawmot, or be able to recycle like our attackers, or, you know, we don't have a 4-4 line of things, so we can get Pokemon back. We have lots of energy recovery, obviously, with Lavincia and the Electric, but I like the Super Rod and then the Night Stretcher for Pokemon mainly, occasionally energies. And then we have 2 rare candies. I'm not playing 4 or even 3 because we have 2 TM Evo, and I've been able to get it out all right. 2 Lavincia. I want to have a stadium, and this guy just gets us lightning energies back to our hand, and it's a nice stadium to bump our opponents. Especially if they're not going to be, you know, playing Raging Bolt or Golden Go, they don't get to benefit from it, unlike Artisan or something. So I like Lavincia. Then we have 4 Arven, 3 Iono, 2 Research, and 1 Boss for the supporters. Arven just for the TM Evo combo, and we can get Nest Ball or Energy, whatever we're missing, to be able to pull that off. And then 3 Ionos, 2 Research. Like I said, maybe a 3rd Research would be nice. Then for the tools, we have 1 Air Balloon for the Electric mainly, but Zekrom also has a 2 retreat. And sometimes you maybe want to put it on like a Miraidon or whatever stuck in the active at some point if you have to. The 1 Brave Bangle and then the 2 TM Evo. Then we have 11 Lightning. You can't fit as many as you can in like, you know, a non-stage 2 Electric Generator deck, but it's as many as I could fit, and I don't think it's overkill. It's been nice to have. So that's the deck. Hopefully we can do some cool things with the 2 Pawmots. Let's hop into the games. All right, here we go, hopping into this first one here. I've been going second, like usual with Team Evo decks, but Miraidon is so nice. Like, as long as you have access to it, you can go first, and it's like not the worst thing in the world. Couple things that I did try when in some changes that aren't in there anymore. At first, I wasn't using the generators. Like I said, I was like not sure if we needed them, and I think I had a vessel, or I did have a vessel, just to be able to find energy. Then you can attach it to the active dude. This is a pretty good hand here. If we put Miraidon in the active, we're putting a 2 prizer up there, but we can then, if we're against a, you know, depending on what we're up against, it's better to have that up there. Or we leave the Pawmi in the active. I think it just makes more sense. It's safer to leave this. Then we're up against a deck that can knock us out right away. We don't have a 2 prize up there, and we can get another Pawmi with the Miraidon. But I had the Vessel because you can have hands where, like, say we didn't have this lightning here, and then we need to be able to get an energy off of Arven, and the only way to get that would be Generator, which only attaches to the bench, which means we now have to have something in the active that we can pivot into, and then be able to, you know, attack with TM Evo. But I've since then upped the energy count, so that Generator hits more. We should just also draw into energies more, and it thins out stuff from our deck. So, and just the multiple energy attachments, Generator is very, very good. So hopefully we just don't whiff the energy. Looks like we're up against Gardevoir. Down a Night Stretcher, Fez, Secret Box. They got a Psychic in the discard already, and they got Research for next turn. And they got a Charm already. Nice thing is his Mew's down, we can snipe it. You can do some cool things where you just leave stuff in the active spot and just hit around everything. Nice thing is Gardevoir is not a Terra like Dragapult. Okay. Well, let's go Miraidon. We'll get a Pawmi and Tynamo, I think. Let's see, we have Pawmo, we have Eelektrik, we have our own Fez. We prize 2 Pawmots. But I think this one's better anyway, so it's good we have that. We have Shaymin. We have 2 Pawmos. Okay, and then we have 1 rare candy, Super Rod, Prime, Night Stretcher, Team Evo. We prized an air balloon, or it's in our hand, I can't remember. Okay, and we have a rare candy in our hand too. All right, then we'll thin more with this. Get the Team Evo. And then Ultra Ball. So we have a way to find our guy next turn. That seems pretty good. And then we will send this. Cool. Do this. Do this. And they're going to research. I don't know if we saw anything else. So let's just Team Evo. We get both of these guys. It's pretty good. And yeah, Air Balloon is prized. I can see playing multiple of them. But Prime Catcher's a nice secondary switch thing, and you can be aggressive with it too. It's a lot of fun. Now, hopefully they don't have Rare Candy Gardevoir in their hand already. Hopefully they have to research for it. Cool. What are we getting? Monkey Dory, Screamtail. There again, Screamtail. The nice thing is too, we have the active Pawmi with energy on it already. So we could just go rare candy. We'd see an energy, which Levinsey would get us, so we'll have to Ultra Ball away our top deck. Thank God they don't have it. Oh, and they had to lose a rare candy. So we're just gonna kill that Curly, I think. No! Frick, man! What? Alright. They have 2 energies in there, which will put 40 damage on them. So they can snipe my Pawmo. Jerks. It does 20 each, right? Yeah. If they get Fez, we could just start sniping Fez. I don't know why they get that. That doesn't seem good here, but whatever. I guess it could knock out this, but Gardevoir can do that. Okay. I think getting down Fez would have been good. Oh wait, they discarded Fez. I don't know. Another Monkey Dory would have been better than Clefairy, I think, but I don't know. Right? And they have Vessel now. And there goes another rare candy. That's a little annoying. I think what we'd want to do if we can do something like this is put up their Kirlia and hit their Gardevoir. Or put up their Kirlia, kill Monkey Dory maybe, or kill Mew maybe. They have Dark Psychic in hand. Okay, just a Psychic. Because Mew's their draw. Fez is already down. You're gonna kill my Eel, probably. I don't know, maybe they killed it. Pawmo. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, what do we get? Lightning, so we don't have to play Levincia if we don't want to. But we're gonna have to Ultra Ball away something, so we're just gonna Ultra Ball away this and bump their Stadium. We can get Screamtail with this, I mean, Shaymin with this, which is pretty nice. I think we have another, yeah, we can just get another Pawmo and a Tynamo. Pawmi and a Tynamo. Pawmi, Tynamo. And we'll lose. Yeah. Lose this. For that. And do we get both? Or do we want to leave one in there? We could even attach to Miraidon right now, so then we could hit something. And does it make more sense to hit Gardevoir here? Or just KO Mew like I was thinking? I think it does make sense to KO Mew. Yeah. And I do think we do this, and we'll put it on Miraidon. And then maybe we, like, our plan is to knock out a Gardevoir with a one-shot, like Zekrom. Okay. Research is great. We do have both of our recovery cards, I think. Morty, okay. Countercatcher's live for them, though. And if they, I mean, this guy, I don't think we're dying, which is good. Very good. If they bench Fez, we can snipe it, maybe. Yeah, that makes me glad we didn't go after Gardevoir, because they already had the Kirlia. So, like, we hit this, they just get a, I mean, we're not even killing it, so it's basically accomplishing nothing. And we're leaving damage on the board for Monkey Dory. And are they getting Fez? They are getting Fez. We're gonna need Prime Catcher though to attack with this thing. But if we pull that off, like that'd be pretty huge, because then we can just stick a Gardevoir in the active, leave the energies on whoever, you know, has the energies. Oh, our little Tynamo is gonna get dead. So I'll have to evolve stuff, but I think it made sense to get him down. Or they'll go after that. That's like not that bad. We want them to take some prizes. We don't want them to board wipe us at some point. Or win in one turn, like so that our Zekrom will be hitting hard enough. We need them to take, I think 4 prizes though. Yeah, 4 prizes. Okay, they can hit with this. And it does 200. 9 times 20, 180. Which means we can just kill this thing. We don't even need to kill, we just need to be able to get the Pawmot in and out of the active. If they heal 30, what are they at? So they're at 230, so we will need our other Pawmot. Dude, if we can, I know they're gonna kill us. Well, still Prime Catcher would be cool. Prime Catcher, a Gardevoir, promote Tynamo, or we could pivot with Miraidon since it has an energy, but and they're still hitting for 200. We could get sniped by their Scream Tail this way though. And Shaymin doesn't protect the EXs. All right. That's fine. This guy also doesn't do enough. Well, I think it makes more sense to attach to this. Nah, I guess Zekrom would do enough, right? But we need to hit an electric then. Zekrom would do enough. They've taken 2 prizes. Or a generator. Okay, yeah. I think this makes sense. And we'll put the energy on him. We got to thin a card out. Nice. We got both. Let's go. Get rid of Iono Arven. Keep the, or just get rid of the energy because we have Levincia. And we can't pull off the Prime Catcher thing, so we're gonna Ultra Ball first to thin. I guess we could just do this. Then we can keep everything, because these are supporters. Those are kind of good to hold on to. This dude. And see if we hit off of this. 1, cool. Put 1 energy on him. Retreat into him. And then we'll put 1 energy on Pawmot. And we still have Prime Catcher in the deck. So yeah, looking pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if, well, you know, if they bench Fez, like they're dead. They could bench Fez and then snipe Pawmot and Iono us. Air balloon off the prizes is good. We have so many supporters in our hands, which makes Iono kind of scary. It's funny, this thing hitting for 230 was so relevant. Hitting 220 with this, 220 with this, that's perfect. Okay, no Fez. If they knock out a 2-prizer, we get to knock them out with Zekrom, which we can do with Arven. We literally, well, we'll need, ooh, we need Night Stretcher and Prime Catcher then. They could knock out, they only have 2 Psychics down. Okay, there's the Iono. Okay, that's Fez. These 3 monkeys are annoying, but it affirms just getting the knockouts. Just knocking out 2 prizers has been good. They can try and set up a thing where they can possibly just not take prizes, right, and then win. How many energies are down now? 3. Which will put 60 damage on them, so they'll have 70, which means they can knock out the Pawmo. Okay, now they could knock us out with Gardevoir. Or I think they could have already. If they do knock out Zekrom, it's a little trickier because then we can't bench both Zekrom and Fez. What are they going after? Are they putting it on Gardevoir or are they putting it on Screamtail? If they attach 4 energies to it, they're not going Gardevoir. Well, I guess they could still go Gardevoir. If they attach 5, they're not. And they can only move 90 damage, so they can't, they're barely, if we don't win this next turn, I think we're going to lose, basically. Because Pawmots, they can move 90 damage and almost knock out this guy. It's possible we could trap a Gardevoir if we, even if we don't win, if we just get Gust. So they're knocking out Miraidon. They didn't even do damage though. They didn't move all their damage counters. Oh, they didn't need to, but okay. And they do knock out that guy. Okay, I think it makes sense to do this. So we have this guy on the bench. Oh wait, we had Levincia anyways, but and then we Ultra Ball for Fez. Just double check it's in the deck. And we can get Boss, Prime Catcher, whatever. We don't need the generator. We just want to gust up a Gardevoir and hopefully leave it stuck. Well, I think we're gonna research. And we didn't get a gust. Welp. I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Yeah, this guy can just knock out anything. And then they have all of the monkeys. Pretty sure there's nothing we can do. I guess we could snipe with Fez, but there's no reason to snipe with that when this thing can knock it out anyways. Yeah, Air Balloon doesn't do anything. Lemon Seed doesn't do anything. So, whatever. We're just going to retreat this thing. And kill the Monkey Dory. Pretty close one. Yeah, coming down to Gust. I mean, it was a Gust stall. We would have needed to hope that they didn't have anything. But they have no energies in the discard. They have one Dark. Well, no, that was from what we just did. But with all the energies on this dude, Gardevoir in the active with a 2 retreat cost. Because they would have had a 5-card hand, but we had to research to find the Gust. And it had to be Prime Catcher, right? So we didn't have the best odds. But pretty close one nonetheless. All right. Getting into the second one here. That was so close. It was pretty sick. We were able to snipe around their Screamtail though on the first knockout and just take 2 prizes on their Mew. We were very close. Yeah, coming down to Gust though. The Counter Catcher wasn't live at that point, and we had to research to find the Gust. I guess that's where Prime Catcher is nice, because you can actually research for it if you don't have it just in your hand. We have 10 basics, so... Or maybe it's 11, but I think we have 10. Alright, thankfully we didn't mulligan second time. And we're up against Charizard. Pidgeot is weak to electric. This guy's a Terra. Okay. We don't have a rare candy. We don't have a supporter. We don't have TM Evo. We could just hit with a Miraidon next turn. Nest Ball from Miraidon, Generator. And they have the Ghosts. Oh, there's TM Evo. Nest Ball. What? Come on. Are you serious, man? Well, that sucks. We prized both Miraidons. Frick. Alright, well, we have Pawmot this time. They're both Pawmots. I mean, I think we want to get another Pawmi instead, because I can actually use the generator to get energies on guys that we want. Prime Catcher, TM Evo, Super Rod, Rarcanes, whatever. I don't really want to play the Ultra Ball. Awesome. This game's going fantastic. And put a Lightning on the active. I mean, we have Rare Candy, Pawmot. That's good. And then we can just snipe their Charmander. I think it would be the play if they only have one Charmander down. All effects of attacks. I think that actually would protect them, doesn't it? damage is not an effect. But it literally has... No, I don't think it does. We don't have an energy. So we can't go Pawmot. Unfortunately. I could yeah, I can Ultra Ball with a guy, get rare candy. I guess we can go I guess we could do this and knock them out with our first attack. Then we're gonna have to Ultra Ball away Arven Levincia. You can keep TM Evo for next turn, maybe? I don't know if we're going to want to play it, though. I'd rather maybe keep Arven. I can't remember if the other Team Evo was in there. Hopefully it is. In case we do want to do that. Yeah, I think that made more sense. We can knock him out with the Zap Kick. And we don't want to bench Fez because Charizard will kill it. Killing this is good, I still think. Maybe we get Miraidon. Nope. If we get energy, we can go Prime Catcher KO Pidgey or Pidgeot. Oh, so good. Okay, not too bad. Rare Candy Pawmot, too good, I guess. Turn 2. They didn't have a great first turn. I mean, they had all their guys down, but they didn't have a Team Evo. I don't even think they played a supporter, so maybe they had nothing. But hopefully we've hit something else here. Get some more variety. I actually never played against Golden Go yet. I haven't hit them yet. All right, Zekrom start, and not a great hand. Okay, yeah, I've not played against this. Now, do they have Duraludon or not? Or Archaludon? Or is it just Hops? Well, I'm surprised they went first. But I'll take it. Nice. Watch out, Zekrom's coming for you. He's coming for you. Well, yeah, I mean, hopefully we find something. They didn't do anything though. But they can attack for 60. All right, they have Arven. Okay, seems more like a Hops. Straight up Hops. Excuse me, deck. Just gets a... Oh, they don't even bench a second Zacian. All right, now they're hitting for 90. Come on, give us an Arven. Okay. I'm gonna hit you for 50. Watch out. Well, now they're not at 220, not out of range of our things, I guess. Even if they can hit for 120, we're not dead still, so that's good. If they have Monkey Dory Stadium, though, we are dead. Monkey Dory, they just need dark energy. Okay, that sounded dark. Would that be dead? 120 plus 90, 210. Yeah. And then they move the damage. Oh. Okay, they need a Latias. Well, good for you. Yeah, this is my hesitation in having more lightnings. Hey, nice emote, sir. Because we have the hands like this and generators like just basically more energies, you know. But it happens. Okay. Game number 4 is the lucky number game, or whatever. We got this one. We get to even call the coin. Damn it. Generate's too good. We gotta play that many lanings. We just had nothing. Seeing the super rod's discouraging. It's like, research would have been better, but I don't know. All right, mulligan. Darn it. I don't think I want any more of the Pokemons. Hey, we can Iono them. But Arven for Evo Nest Ball sounds better. Okay, and we're up against Eevees. All right. With Glaceon, that's cool. Knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon that has exactly 6 damage counters on it. Sorry about that. All right. They're only getting 1 knocked out. Which makes me think they have another knocked out, maybe. Let's see, what do we get? No, I don't want to play that. I think we just hope we don't prize both Miraidons and we'll do Miraidon. Team Evo. We have Prime, we have prized our air balloon. Do you have both rare candies? We have we have 2 Pawmos, we have Miraidon, Pawmi. We have both Pawmots. All right. Whoa, we have no Fez. Okay. Levincia, couple energies. We could retreat and then go with Miraidon. Because at worst they're doing Frost Bullet. Or we let them knock out Tynamo. They get to spread 30. I think we let them hit the Miraidon. Because I think they're gonna get 30 on it, or 60, you know, and set it up to be knocked out. And then we just do both of these. And we just need to find Eelektrik, which we don't even have energy in the discard pile, so there's that too. Obviously, though, we gotta get that Tynamo evolved, because that will be dead to 2 Snipe Edges. Knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon that has exactly 6 damage counters. So yeah, them hitting for 110 right now. I mean, it's a 2-hit KO, but it's okay, I think. And we have Generator, so if we don't get the Eelektrik, it'd be okay. Area 0, Arven. We've already played Arven for Crystal Vessel. Okay. We'll just bump Fan Rotom and Knocked Out if we bump their Stadium. A card I did, well, there's 2 cards, Turo and which I think could be good because we, you know, can attack so easily. And then, what's the other one? I think we promote this dude. Hopefully we find what we need. What's that guy's name? There's a guy that heals 60 from all of your electric Pokemon. That card sounded cool. And I actually did try it for a little bit, but I took it out. All right. We do this first. Tynamo. Pawmi? Oh, maybe we'll want Shaymin though. Will we want Shaymin? I don't think so. This gives us opportunity to rare candy. And then I don't know if they have, I think they must have another Noctowl in their hands. So I could see going for Iono, so then we disrupt that, but we are giving him one more card, but then we don't lose 3 other supporters. So I think we do Iono. And I'd rather attack with this guy because then they can't set up the 60. All right. And now we'll do Ultra Ball away both lightnings. But then we're gonna have to Ultra Ball away Prime Catcher. Yeah. Ultra Ball away Prime Catcher. What do we even hit though? Hit their Glaceon? We can go in with this Pawmot. Then we'll do that. Offsets the prize stuff or whatever the heck. Gets another lightning out of the deck. I think we might have prized some energies. This guy is a Terra though. We can't snipe it on the bench. And we're down Prime Catcher, but at least we saved boss. Yeah, this feels okay. Okay, failing Poffin. I thought they'd have a Noctowl, but maybe they... Oh no, I own it, I forgot. Okay, Crispin. We have nothing and we don't have access to Fez. I think we've shuffled the deck. Hopefully, I mean, we gotta get a good top deck here. If we get a lightning, we can knock them out with this dude. Come on, something please. Okay, that's great. We already lost Night Stretcher though, didn't we? Ding. So literally we can just knock him out with this thing. I don't want to put down, I could put down Zekrom. I don't think I want to put down Zekrom. Rather Ultra Ball away that for now. We do have to hit off of the generator though. Is there any way to avoid that? Ultra Ball doesn't get us anything. We don't have enough cards to play it. Yeah. I guess TM Evo gives us something we could do. And do we want to attack with this guy? That actually could set up the damage where we could then knock them out with a band, but we need the other guy. All right, I'm gonna thin out Zekrom so we can hopefully hit an energy. Fuck, all right, we're doing Team Evo. Who are we going to use to Team Evo? This guy? No. Zekrom? And we can TM Evo Pawmo and Tynamo. I want to cab this guy so we can do something. Or have an attacker. Alright. That and that. Okay, grabbing the Team Evo there turned out to be pretty important. We can still rare candy this dude. We didn't have our other Pawmo though, so it's already down. I'm having to think hard here because we have no cards in our hands. And then we keep not getting what we want. All right. Can we get something? I mean, an energy would let us attack with this. Frick. All right. I think we put one energy on this, one energy on that. I think they can have Gust though. And now everything's, well, Zekrom I guess isn't dead yet. But this guy, he's dead to their knockout, you know? So it would make the most sense to put energy on this maybe. And then we'll put an energy on Miraidon to pivot, or just put one on this and hope that they do. I think they have a second guy, don't they? Yeah, they already have a second one powered up. So I think we have to attack with this. I don't know. I think that makes more sense. We could still gust up Knockdown and try and snipe around them. Oh, it can knock out anything on the board? Oh, my bad. My bad. I thought it had to be in the active, but... Okay. Okay. We don't want anything else, so... Off of Miraidon. Well... We can attack with a fresh Miraidon, just kidding. We can't attack with anything again. And we'd have to hit off our generator. There's so few energies in the deck, though. Son of a bitch, man. Well, alright, so we'll kill a Zekrom. My bad, we can kill a Zekrom. We'll do that. And then I could put an energy on this guy. Or I could put this guy down. I don't think we want that though. Put one there, one on Pawmi. Alright, thank God. I forgot Zekrom can attack with Slash. Alright, hopefully they have nothing. We did Iono. Oh, and they have to discard now. But they can just lose these two, so that's fine for them. Getting the air balloon is good. And Zekrom kills them. But we're gonna kill ourselves. Okay, that gets them their Glaceon for sure. Ultra Ball, Night Stretcher, Terra Orb. This is a cool deck. I like the Glaceon. But I think we definitely just go for the knockout on them. Because we're hitting for 280. So they're dead. Alright. Yeah, this isn't too bad. They have no cards in their hands. They will have one prize card remaining. So I would like to rare candy this. Not cool, man. We drew both of the rare candies. Alright, well, we could still find Super Rod and something. We'll put this on him. We definitely take the knockout, because otherwise we lose, probably. Alright, put this on him. And I don't think there's anything in there. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that. But then they're going to go to one prize. I need to be able to put down something that's not going to die. Or promote something that's not going to die, and everything's going to die. So I need to find rare candy. I just need to hope they can't attack, I think. No, or I just fucking... No, we're gonna put down the stupid Miraidon, whatever. I think that's fine. All right, no Super Rod. Don't even know. There's energies in the deck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Possibly 2 in the deck. I think we just get rid of these. Yeah. And put energies on Miraidon. Oh, we have no more energies? Ooh. Okay, we can use this guy to pivot, though. That's okay. All right. Voltage Burst. We're dead. We promote this guy. We still have to hope they whiff the attack, though. So that's where I was like, yeah, it doesn't really matter that we put this thing down, but it kind of does. I couldn't have, I didn't have room to bench Shaymin and it. And if I didn't put something in the active that can survive a hit, yeah. Did it have energy too? Well, all right, well, they got it. I mean, they did see 2 cards and they saw their top deck. So they had stuff to work with. All right. You don't need that, sir. You can attack. Well, I think we'll call it there for time's sake. We had 2 long games, one against Gardevoir and then the Glaceon, and then we had 2 quick games against Zacian, EX, Hops, and the Charizard deck. And honestly, the Gardevoir game I was pretty happy with. And then the next several games you got to see us struggle to do things. I didn't recognize Shaymin being good in that last one until it was too late. Maybe I could have gotten it down that previous turn. I think I might have been able to, so then they weren't able to set up the damage on the bench guy. But I mean, if we attacked with Zekrom anyways, we're knocking ourselves out and going down to 1 prize, so it wouldn't have mattered. I can't remember what else went wrong or went well for us in that last game, but overall, the deck's pretty fun, and I do think you actually do have like a decent time into a lot of things if you're able to do your thing. Electric is pretty cool with the Pawmots. I think Electric Generator is still worth running. Just does mean you have like lots of bricks and stuff, which does make me want to put more supporters in, but like at the same time, we need so many of these other cards. Levincia is something you don't really need. Maybe you don't need the Super Rod. And we were able to find all of our Pokemon like with a surprising few amount of searching cards, like as long as we don't prize a Miraidon like we did in the one game. But yeah, there's changes that could be made, but I think it's pretty fun and cool to use Pawmot with, again, another Dynamotor guy. It was used with Fluffy at the beginning of Scarlet and Violet. If you weren't playing or didn't know, Pawmot was used that way at the beginning of Scarlet and Violet. But yeah, that's the deck. If you're interested in trying it out, there'll be a thing to copy and paste in the description. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.